is your Pradeep Chaudhary. Today in this class I would like to explain about pronoun. So pronoun means we used to use instead of nouns to avoid the repetition of nouns. So instead of repeating the nouns we can use the related pronouns. So if you see first person, second person and third person. In first person singular and plural, second person singular and plural, third person also singular and plural. So if you see here, first person singular is I, plural is we. Second person singular you, and second person plural you. Third person singular he, she, it, and third person plural they. So these are the pronouns we used to use instead of nouns to avoid the repetition of nouns. In the first person, second person, third person, singular and plural. If you see about the first person, this first person is we used to use speaking about the first person. That means here first person used to speak. I am a boy. Here who is speaking? First person is speaking. What first person is saying? I am a boy. Second example, I have a car. Here first person is speaking, that is I. We are playing. So here also first person is speaking, but it is a plural. What the first person plural are saying? We are playing. And next example is we are singing. Here also we are singing. We is a first person plural. If you see these four examples, in a four examples, first person is speaking. First person singular is speaking. First person plural is also speaking. And if you see second person speaks to regarding first person or third person. You are my friend. That second person is spoken to. Spoken to about for second person, third person and first person. You are my friend. And third person. This third person used to explain and it refers about the person, place and thing. So he is my father. Now this third person is speaking about the person. Here father is a person. She lives in Warangal. So she is third person singular and she is referring about the place Warangal. So it is a basket. Now it is third person singular and it is talking about the basket thing. So here third person refers to place, thing and place. Next, objective pronouns. So coming to objective pronouns, it is the object of a verb. For example, me, him, her, hers, them, you, it. All these are the objective pronouns. We used to see these pronouns in the place of the object at the end of the sentences. So if you see example, she called me. She called me. So me is present in the place of the object as an object of a verb. And I wrote to them. So here also them is present in the place of the object as an object of a verb. So all objective pronouns are present in the place of the object as an object of a verb. And next one is the interrogative pronouns to ask questions. So first one, who. This interrogative pronoun who is talking about the subject. It's talking about the subject. That means in a given sentences, who is present in the place of the subject to ask the questions. And the next one, whom. So it is in the place of the object. In a given sentences, it is present in the place of the object. Next, whose, and it is talking about whom something belongs to, regarding person or regarding place or regarding thing, particularly about the persons. And which, so which is talking about things, to ask questions regarding the things. For example, which is the tallest animal in the world? So now it used to talk about animals, it used to talk about things which are limited, not limited, which are limited. Regarding that point only, this which used to talk. And coming to what, so here this what is also talking about the object and its actions. For example, what are you doing here? Now here is present in the place of the object. Now what activity you are doing here? So in this way the word used to speak. And next one is the reflexive pronouns. This reflexive pronouns used to talk when object same as the subject. So if you see here regarding personal pronouns, I, we, you, they, he, she, it, all these are the personal pronouns. And if you see reflexive pronouns regarding singular and plural, for I, singular is myself, there is no plural. For we, singular is not there, ourselves. So regarding the reflexive pronouns, regarding plural form, we have to add LVS. SEL of self is a singular and LVS is the plural. So regarding first person plural we, in a reflexive pronouns plural, ourselves. And personal pronouns second person you. Regarding reflexive pronouns, first person yourself, second person yourselves. SEL self only singular. In a reflexive pronoun it is a singular. And SELVS is a plural. And regarding they, themselves, plural. And he, himself, she, herself, it, itself. So in this way, all these reflexive pronouns are talking about when the object and the subject are same. So in a subject same pronoun I means we have to write myself in the place of the object. He means himself. She means herself. It means itself. When the object and the subject are same, at that time we used to use reflexive pronouns to explain about ourselves. And if you see the example, the boys enjoyed themselves during the holidays. The boys. Here third person plural. The boys equal to they. And plural. So here we use reflexive pronouns themselves. We use. In this way we have to use the reflexive pronouns. And next one is the reciprocal pronouns. Regarding reciprocal pronouns, each other, one another. Two forms are there. This each other we have to use for two persons, two things and two animals. When two persons are there, or when you want to talk about two persons, two things, two animals, regarding reciprocal pronouns, you have to use the each other. If you see example, Anil and Sunil greet each other daily. Now Anil and Sunil, two persons. What they did or what they are doing daily, they are greeting each other. And next one another. So this one another we have to use when more than the two persons, two things and two places. The college cricket team congratulated one another for their victory. So one college In that one college cricket team is there. So they congratulated one another. They congratulated one another for their victory. So in a cricket team, approximately 11 players are there. After their victory, one another congratulated. Now here more than the two persons. So when you want to talk and explain about more than the two persons in a reciprocal pronouns, you have to use one another. And the next one is the relative pronouns. So these relative pronouns are going to join two classes. In a relative pronoun, if you see who, this is a man standing at the gate, he is my teacher. So if you see example, the man who is standing at the gate is my friend. So here we combine two sentences. There is a man standing at the gate is first sentence. Second one is he is my teacher or a friend or a neighbor or cousin or a brother. Now there is a man standing at the gate. Next one, he is my teacher. These two sentences are combined with a who, because here we are talking about the persons. So relative pronouns join two classes. So class is nothing but subject plus predicate. So which we used to get full meaning. So that's why here the man who is standing at the gate is my teacher. Next one, whom. He is the teacher. First sentence, I give my life. So he is the teacher to whom I give my life. So here we used whom. So it became he is the teacher to whom I give my life. So in this way we have to join two sentences in a relative pronouns to join the two classes, two independent classes. And the next one, that. So it is to express and to point about. So the pen that I bought yesterday was stolen. The pen that I bought yesterday was stolen. So in this way we use that to point out particular subject and a thing or place. Next one, whose. Ram Charan, whose father is also an actor, became an actor. So here whose also related to the person here. So all these are pronouns only, right? Relative pronouns, who, whom, that and whose. Whoever wins the race will be presented a gold medal. Whoever, anyone, no problem. Whoever wins the race will be presented a gold medal. And whomever, this one whoever, and this is the whomever. You can come with whomever you like the most. You can come with whomever you like the most. And whichever. So she supports whichever runner is participating in the race. And the next one is the indefinite pronouns. So if you see some indefinite words, somebody, something, nobody, anything, everybody, each, any, anybody, none. These are the indefinite pronouns. So indefinite pronouns means here it is not particular. Somebody, somebody, anyone, everyone, everybody. Okay. In this way also we can use as a indefinite pronouns. And next one is the possessive pronouns. Ownership, having. possession. So if you see possessive pronouns, mine, yours, ours, hers, its, all these are the possessive pronouns. This house is ours. This house is ours. Next one, demonstrative pronouns. So to point out the object, point out in particular, to demonstrate. So here this, that, these and those. This means here, that means there, and this is a plural here. Those also plural there. So these are the demonstrative pronouns to point out the subject. And distributive pronouns. So each, every, either and neither. So if you see these distributive pronouns, distributing. So in this way, each and every, either and neither. So all these are different kinds of the pronouns. Okay, and most probably in a competitive exams we used to use all these kinds of the pronouns, and all are very easy. If you keep concentrate, you are able to remember for a long time. Distributive pronouns, like a distributing words, and possessive pronouns, feeling like a ownership, this, that, for example, mine, yours, ours, his, its. Demonstrative pronouns to point out the object. Thank you.